Good morning everyone. Today we're looking at another Festina watch review. So yeah, let's have a initial look at the box first before we move on to the actual watch. So the actual box is a navy blue style box. It's obviously got this outside wrapper that might have been put on by Amazon. So if you order from Festina themselves, obviously you'll be paying more, but I'm not sure if you get this sort of cellophane wrap on the outside. But anyway, no matter, let's have a little look at the actual box. Get rid of the cellophane here. My camera. It's got a very glossy effect to the actual box, and it's kind of blends in with my mat that I've got down here. It's a simple folding lid? Yeah, simple folding lid. It feels quite light in terms of the weight, but hopefully the quality comes in the watch. It's a simple folding lid. Obviously with international guarantee inside there, and a sort of cardboard holder just to hold that watch in place. Been wanting to do a review of this for a while. A nice navy blue sort of cardboard sock. I prefer the actual cushion socks myself, but that's a bit snobbish when it comes to packaging and stuff like that. Just remove this bit of plastic for you guys. One day I will learn the knack of how to do this with gloves on. I couldn't do it that time. So here we go guys, this is the Festina F20426 with a 43mm case diameter and a 10.35mm case thickness. That's according to the Amazon specs. Retails at £60, also weighs 60 grams, so that works out quite nicely, and uses a Miyota 2415 Japanese quartz movement, and the actual battery powering it is an SR6265W battery, so if you ever need to replace it, that's the one you'll need. So coming down to the actual watch, so you've got sort of two sort of dials here. You've got the you've got one main dial, but then it's made into two segments. So you've got the outside sunray dark green style part to the dial, and you've also got this marble vintage style interior component to the actual dial. So it gives it a nice sort of retro effect to it. I say retro because I've got a Grand Complication Accurist, and it looks pretty much exactly the same in that centerpiece, except for the fact it's white. Coming out to the sort of markers, you've got full rose gold markers going all around the outside there. That light really catches those markers quite nicely. They're not angled or anything like that, so it does fall a bit flat, but no matter, it still catches the light well enough. The hands are fully luminous hands as well. Full mineral glass going over the top of the watch itself, and 5-bar water resistance with a nice date dial just subtly included down at 6 PM. So inside the actual face of the watch, you've just got a plain sort of mirror finish gone all around the outside inside there. All around the outside inside, does make sense. Sorry, all the way around the inside of the actual face of the watch there. Coming out to the casing, got a full stainless steel casing, brushed finish on the outside, same with the crown. Consistent going all around the outside here. Nice amount of feedback to the second position of the crown. Got a decent amount of feedback there. Doesn't feel flimsy, doesn't feel cheap. You do hear the cheapness when you push it in though, but that's no matter. The actual quality of it does feel quite nice. Second position is a little bit easy to do. It should be easy, but it should give a decent amount of feedback. It doesn't really when you push it out to the actual position, but in terms of the turning and the rotation, it's got a smooth animation to it, so it's got a decent amount of quality there. It's just how the mechanism's housed that it feels a little bit cheap. So coming down to the strap, you've got this sort of dark green olive, you can call it olive I suppose, olive style 22mm leather strap. And just a little bit about the brand, you've got some of Festina watches are actually associated with Gerard Butler, so I'm going to try and get my hands on the WD Connected, I think, whatever it's called. Sort of a hybrid between an actual watch and a smartwatch. Anyway, yeah, back to this one. Full sort of 22mm strap, as I said, with a full green stitching to match that sort of dark green style strap going around the side here. Looking at the buckle, You've got a nice Festina buckle housing a nice, fairly strong hinge inside there, and that's quite stiff, that little part of the buckle there. You've got two holders, one fixed in place, one that's free roam, as you might expect. To come around the back, got a beige finish to the actual back of the strap. No sort of quick release option to the strap, unfortunately. And you can see that stitching again. Adds a nice bit of detail to the actual watch. Just complements the watch quite nicely. One other thing I will add is you've got no sort of metallic rings inside the actual strap, so it will stretch over time, but usually people prefer that sort of effect. Lastly, let's have a look at the back plate. So just a few more markings on the back here for you to familiarise yourself with. So guys, that is the Festina F20426.